Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to say how to write program in Python to calculate the interest. So we first of all we have to define the interest calculator function, and in this function the required terms like principal, rate of interest, time. Why? Because these terms, because I is equal to PTR by 100. So we have to write principal, rate of interest and time. And amount is to return the value. Principal as well rate of interest, or you can take it as rate, and time is time period. Principal is nothing but principal amount or total amount. As it is the case sensitive, so if it is required to mention capital letter, then it's better to mention the capitals wherever it is required and end with colon. Okay, it's just colon. Colon means two dots vertically. And next, amount. Amount is nothing but the value. PTR by 100. So principal, and the spelling is also very important. Principal plus principal times rate times time period by 100. Okay, rate means rate of interest, principal means principal amount, and time means time period, for how many months or how many years. Okay, EMI. And this value to be returned amount, so return amount. Already we have discussed, as it is the case sensitive, wherever it is required to write caps, then it's better to write the capital letters. And we have written the amount formula. Amount is nothing but principal plus principal times rate times time period by 100. Now we have to give the input, whatever this Toby wants to ask. Like it wants to ask the principal amount, it wants to ask the rate of interest, and it wants to ask the time period during the run time. Okay, so during the run time, whatever the inputs are required, it is better to discuss. Okay, sprite dot input of enter, and don't forget to mention it in the double quotes. Whatever you mention in the double quotes, okay, the capitals are not that much necessary. If you want, then you can give it, or if you don't want, then it's better to leave it. Okay, double quotes is must. Okay, enter principal amount. Principal is nothing but total amount. Okay, input function, this is to be asked during the runtime value, so it is better to mention it in the double quotes. Enter principal amount. If you observe, principal amount, rate and time period is clearly asked during runtime. So all the values I have mentioned it as the float. Float means decimal values. Okay, decimal values. Integer means only integer without decimals. Float means it is something that is that value will be in the decimals. And why I have mentioned this in the form of 5? If you observe, after time period, amount is written as string of interest calculator. Principal, rate, time, all these three values are used to calculate. Okay, and why I have mentioned 5 means 5 seconds. Okay, if you observe, we have run it, and it is Toby is asking the principal amount. Okay, Once you enter the principal amount, again it will ask rate of interest. Okay, enter rate of interest. Whatever you have written in the sprite input, then it will ask. And we have already given that this value should be in the form of float. Okay, it might be in the form of float. Okay, it might be 2.5. That means to end of years or to end of months. Okay, so the amount is 3,48,000. First it is as principal amount, and then it is as rate of interest amount, and then it is as time period, and it is calculated, and it is given as the amount. Okay, and this value will be stored in the amount. We have written amount. Okay, and it is displayed for 5 seconds. If you mention 10, then it will be displayed according to the 10 seconds. Okay, so any doubts as of now? It's clear, right? In this way you can calculate the EMI. Thank you. Have a